MEC 660, Engineers in Society. Um, PMIR TS Dr. Nur Azlina Muhammad Saleh. PMIR TS Dr. Bulan Abdullah. PMIR TS Dr. Baljit Singh, Patal Singh. PMIR TS Dr. Muhammad Ali Ahmad. PMIR Dr. Muhammad Azli Abdul Aziz. IR Dr. Amirul Rashid. Okay, again, thank you very much for this, for organizing this session and also for inviting me. Yeah, I mean, this is not my first presentation with UiTM and FKM, of course, because UiTM di hatiku. Yeah. All right. Basically, again, thank you very much because this is basically my soup, chicken soup for the soul. Because I like to do this. I like to share with my juniors, yeah, with an audience where hopefully this session will be beneficial for everybody. And a special credit, of course, to my FYP supervisor and also my mentor. Yeah, mesti Dr. Azlina tengah sengih now. Yeah, because we did a FYP on Kanban KT in Proton back then, 2015. So maybe you can guess how old I am now. So my final year project supervisor and mentor, PMIR TS Dr. Nur Azlina Muhammad Saleh. Right, thank you very much again, Doctor. And all my lecturers, Dr. Bolan is also my lecturer, IR Amirul is also my lecturer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think some of you already seen my slides just now. Bawah sekali, the left bottom, mesti nak tengok berapa slide dia ni ada ni, today. But not to be worried, something not to be worried because it's pictures lah, pictures. A lot of pictures, pictures and pictures because the pictures speaks 1,000 words and some videos. Yeah, and also a special dedication and tribute to my EIS lecturer back then, I still remember, PMTS Dr. Wan Mazlina Wan Muhammad, who is now the Pengarah Mitrans. Yeah, Pengarah Mitrans, UiTM. These are what I'm going to share to all of you today. Very short, I believe, because I will focus on the, how do you say, the question and answer later. Start with my introduction, a little bit of my introduction, a finish of you finishing your study, and a start where you're going to start your career path. Design and develop solutions. This is apa ni? PO3 ya. Design and development of solutions. Engineer and the world. PO6. Okay, program outcome 6. Yeah, I think all the lecturers will be very happy because this is all in line with your study plan. Professional engineer and ethics, also part of the things, which is PO7, yeah, in the future. And a short epilogue to sum up everything. All right. So as a start, let me share what I have about myself. Currently, I'm in Mitsubishi Motors. Okay. And previously, I was in Mercedes-Benz commercial vehicles, where I'm in charge of Mercedes-Benz trucks and also Mercedes-Benz vans, and also Mitsubishi Fuso. And back then, my first job was Proton. Actually, I heard from the very beginning of this session in the morning, semua orang cakap pasal Proton. Maybe you have a lot of questions about Proton later on, yeah. Maybe if I can share. All right. So in terms of my educational background, I did my bachelor in mechanical engineering back then until 2015, 2011, 2015, 4 years. Master in my business administration, also in UiTM. And guess what? My DBA also in UiTM. So some people will say if I cut and then you see a purple blood, so UiTM di hatiku. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see. So this is my thesis all about at the moment, agility in terms of related to automotive industry. So this is my career projection. This is the exact same material that I use for my interviews. So you can see clearly what have I achieved over the past 10 years of service to the industry. Okay, I started off as a Proton scholar with Yang Amat Berbahagia Tun, and then all my projects back then, project management office, Proton Perdana, Proton Preve, Iris, and Persona. And Alhamdulillah, 2017, Geely bought over half of Proton. So I've been exposed further. Yeah, been dispatched to Shanghai as part of the project management team to really lay the groundwork. I'll discuss about that later on in detail. Then 2018, still in Proton, but along the way, I've been contributing to the societies as well. Yeah, MISU called me, FKM banyak kali panggil, alright. And then I started off my MBA in 2017, and 2019 is where I moved from one department to another, which is Proton Design, Project Management Office to Proton Design. Then I still do project management, which is design management, but focusing on the design development. Completed my 2019 MBA in 2019, Alhamdulillah, saved my picture with my parents. A little bit nervous today because I have an extra pairs of eyes. Both my parents are here as well because I'm in Ipoh at the moment. So it's like, of course, very supportive and giving me a little bit of nervousness as well. 2020 Proton Saga, 2021. I did a short break from industry. I joined this KBS program, Perdana Fellowship, where I've been entrusted to be the assistant, one of the assistant for Yang Berbahagia Tan Sri Noh back then, Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Noh. Right, so it's a very good exposure other than the industry because I want to explore what else can I do in life. You know, it's part of the ikigai in life. If some of you knows about ikigai, it's about the satisfaction in life. All right, 2022. I mean, enjoy a lot of programs, forums, and Alhamdulillah back then was Menteri Belia, Datuk Sri um, Peja invited me to be part of the Majlis Perundangan Belia Negara for a year to contribute to the youth. All right, but it was a short stint, so I come back to Proton. Okay, so I'm come back to Proton, 2023. Okay, 2023. Continue with my projects X90. Then as well, there's a MPC. Dr. Azlan invited me to be part of this industry advisor again to contribute back to the society. Okay, Parliament. 2024 is when I moved to Hubsan Commercial Vehicle. Entrusted to lead the product management for Mercedes-Benz commercial vehicles and also Mitsubishi Fuso. Also in the same year, I joined this route to professional engineer. I can share with you a little bit on this later on, right? And forums. Yeah. So because it's a lifelong learning, right? So you cannot just stay at the same situation. And then last but not least, this is one of the project launch. Back when I was in Mercedes Benz, and was the launch, the first Euro 5 Aerox in Malaysia. Okay, and then this is another forum. And 2025, earlier this year, I got a letter to appoint me as the industry advisor for MSU for 2 years. And then last but not least, before I joined Mitsubishi, I joined this conference in Jakarta, Daimler Trucks Conference on Defense. Alhamdulillah, it has been a wonderful years. Of course, ups and downs. But I gained a lot. I learned a lot. That's the most important part. Was back in Proton. All right. And then some called me Yang Berhormat of Proton Design because I'm the person who's in the middle, in charge of any communication between other departments and my departments. So I consolidate all the issues at hand, then I present it back to them. We can talk about that later in detail, right? Then from all this project management, I moved to Mercedes-Benz commercial vehicles where I did product management, totally different thing, very technical. Give me a lot of headache. Okay, so yeah, but it's a good learning curve. So all this management, then I complement it with my technical prowess, I must say. And then of course Fuso at the same time. Now I'm Mitsubishi Motors Malaysia. a different challenge totally. Is a corporate strategy division. So corporate strategy is in charge of complementing whatever the Mitsubishi Motors core business. So instead of just selling and servicing cars, what else can we do to increase the profit for the company? So it's totally a good challenge as well. So international experience back in Proton. Um, why I put all these flags here in the Europe is basically I have a French boss, I have a British boss, I have a Korean boss, and lots of Chinese boss. Okay, and in Mercedes-Benz, of course, we collaborate a lot with Germans people, the Japanese, and Daimler Trucks head office for Southeast Asia is in Singapore. But all of those is a reflection of what I have done previously when I was in the university. So I did this path since I was in the university. And Alhamdulillah, I was the MPP. So it's a good exposure for me to really learn about all this management and people management skill. So see, 2011, I was the PSSKM and then MPP and then President PSSKM and then a committee punya chairman. So all of this really opens up um, my, how to say, really shaped me to who I am today, right? So because I learned a lot in the university. Thank you very much to all the lecturers, again for all your support, your guidance, yeah, Dr. Azlina and everybody from dean to the lecturers, the support staff, even Makcik Cafe downstairs. You know, everybody is very helpful to me. Okay, so this gives you a questions of me being a very formal person, you know, fear of missing out. Yeah, because I can't sit still. I must do something else. Must do more, and do more. Right. And my advice to you is do not be left too far behind. If you always want to keep up with the other person, I mean, different people have different speed and different acceleration and whatnot. So it will gives you a sense of, how do you say, stress. Can be very stressful here and there, but it's okay to take a step back, but don't be left too far behind because you want to be different in the industry. So, talking about FOMO, right? There's a video, but I can't share the video because there's something wrong with the audio, right? So never mind. Let's proceed with this is I'm using Slido for the question and answer later on, so you can take a picture, scan it later. All right. So along the way, if I saw any questions coming, then I can answer on the spot, or I can push it back towards the very end, because I'm expecting a lot of questions from all of you, because it's a two-way communications. Because it's like me alone in this dining hall, it's like creak, you know. So it's a good thing to have this Slido, or like what Dr. Azli did previously. All these chats in the chat box. All right. A finish and a start, as I mentioned just now. Finishing your school in your ITM and starting your career. This is a video. I don't know if you can listen. I don't think you can listen because there's something wrong with the setting. But this is the whole what do you call translation of this, because my French teacher, because I did French when I was in school, so my French teacher shared this to me. So what is the most important part here that I want to share is basically at this part where the past is the past. Le passé est le passé. The future does not exist yet. Okay, let me wait. Le passé est le passé. Le futur n'existe pas encore. Okay, the future does not exist yet. Yeah, because I pun tak faham the whole thing lah, panjang sangat kan. But the gist of this is the past is the past. You are already in the 7th semester. If you compare to something that, oh, what can you do now. So you only have the present moment. So what can you do now in your seventh semester and your eighth semester is basically to just buck up, right? And buck up and live your present life for you to prepare for the future and focus on what you can do next. What you can do next is you still have 2 semesters left. Really touch up your GPA. Inshallah, all of you will do well. So like, and then for your age, Proton Young Talent Program, it was not offered when I was in school, when I was in UITM, but it was offered now. Also, Aziata Young Talent Program. And also, if you want to try something else to really polish your soft skills, you can go to KBS website and they have a lot of international youth exchange and whatnot. So these are the opportunities that you can actually grab from now on. Okay, so you are finishing school. At the same time, you need to polish yourself, and then but you need to think what you want to shout about yourself in LinkedIn. Okay, because this is actually your Facebook, your TikTok, your Instagram in the corporate life. So in Instagram, no, in LinkedIn, what you can do is basically this is the most important feature: LinkedIn job. So there's a lot of job, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to be, right? So along the way, if you, for example, like now I'm a recovery in corporate strategy, so you learn about Eclan 1, Eclan 2, Eclan 3, Eclan 4, Eclan 5. These 5 job advertisements. So when you read all 5, you'll find a way that you will find some similarities. Yeah, similarities of what does the industry wants if you want to be part of the corporate strategy. If you want to be an NVH engineer, noise, vibration, and harshness engineer, you'll read 5 advertisements and you will come to a conclusion that industry wants this kind of skill sets. So what you need to do as your homework is basically you read these advertisements, you find the similarities, you you prepare yourself on what should you do now or even after school to really prepare yourself to be what you want to be. Yeah, looking for a job, yes. Better still, the right job that really kena with your jiwa. For example, when I was in school, the first 6 semesters is very tough for me because I have not come to industrial management course. This is very straightforward. Apa tu sharing with you. Once I joined industrial management, operational management, of course, taught by my mentor, Dr. Azlina, I was like, this is what I want to do. It's like because I really can understand and I think I can deliver better with this. So it's an eye opener. So that's why, as a Proton scholar, I can do my research in Proton, and then my internship also in project management office. Habis belajar temu duga di Proton, saya mohon project management office. Okay, Alhamdulillah, Allah showed me the way. Right, but now after 8 years in Proton, I think I need to learn more. I need to learn more. I think there's more in its in industry. So I've been applying. I mean, both my parents and my family knows how many job applications have I applied. Hundreds of them in different channels. Link in jobs, maybe almost 200. My future jobs, 20, 30. Indeed jobs, more than 100. I just apply because we don't know where is our rezeki lies. Okay, so in September 2024, I got the first interview when I was still in Mercedes lah, right? Because mind you, this is a long process. It's a long process. You can wait, tunggulah habis semester 8 lah baru nak cari, baru nak buat resume, cantikkan resume and whatnot. It doesn't go that way. it didn't go that way. That is my experience. Yon Malaysia invited me for an interview. Habis kat situ lah, right? Snappy Mob is an IT-based project management. IT project manager, one time only. Habib Jewel, even Habib Jewel, I apply, is a product because they're looking for somebody who has a business related background and also engineering background, yeah, to assist with their, not all those gelang, whatnot, but it is related to the gold wafer, the collection coins and whatnot, right? And then Stellantis commercial vehicle, all these brands that brings in Peugeot, Renault, Citroën, product manager, one time. All right. Mitsubishi Motors Malaysia, two times. Alhamdulillah, I secured it. I did well. Alhamdulillah, Allah helped me well. All right. And then after I got that offer letter, I got another call because I applied this not after I got the offer letter from Mitsubishi. All right. In case somebody from Mitsubishi is listening now. Yeah. So, but when I apply and apply and apply, I don't know when they will come back to us, right? So it is one fine morning, around 8 on my way to work. This Chang'an China Motors Thailand WhatsApp me because they are based in Rayong, Thailand. So I did 3 interviews in the span of just 1 week. All right. I have a details. So in short, in these 8 months or 8 or 9 months, I did 11 interviews. And mind you, these interviews are not short. Some are 45 minutes at minimum. Some are goes up to 1.5 hours. Okay, is a communication skills. You really need to sell yourself. At times, like sometimes I tell my sisters, like my apa ni, my head panas, otak, the RAM naik semua. So that is the reality. That is the reality. Okay. My advice is put your best effort, go to as many interviews, gain experience. 4 P's as a tips: prepare, practice, performance, pray. Of course, this is interchangeable and it's a repeated count over and over again. Preparation, for example, I did this kind of slides. I did slides for every interview that I went. Online ke tak online, I did all the slides. Then if it is not online, I even print it out like this. You can see this Habib product manager ni. I give it to the one to the interviewer because you really want to sell yourself. You really want to be different than the rest. But the rest is in Allah's hand. If the interviewer saw the potential in you, you'll be called again and again and again. And if towards the very end, you dapat, you tak dapat, it is takdir. Like here, when I was in Mitsubishi, part of the preparation is how does the Japanese dress? White and black. White and black. So that is their color. So that's why I wear this kind of dressing. Part of my preparation as well here is my friend who is an IT project manager now. We're both in Proton back then, project manager in Proton. So because I don't know that IT industry well, so part of my preparation, I invited him, hey, let's go for makan, discuss, so that he can give me tips. So that's how you reach out and create network. Okay. And here is during my physical interview with, say, 1 hour and 20 minutes with Habib. Look at my baju and the Habib punya ni. I purposely bought a baju to to express myself in that way. Okay. Uh, 1 hour 20 minutes, but more relaxed than Mitsubishi Corporation yesterday. Semalam otak jadi panas. So means that it back to back meeting, back to back interviews within the same year. And after I got this offer from Mitsubishi, Alhamdulillah, there's another opportunity knocking, which is Chang'an, China. Chang'an, China is a car manufacturer in China. It is top 5 in China or top 10 in China, and it is state owned. Yeah, it's kind of JLC back in China. So they have a HQ in Thailand. So when they want to do an RHD hub in Thailand, they want to expand to Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei. So the position that they offer is basically a product manager for these 3 countries. So I went to first interview on Monday, Tuesday another online interview, and then on Tuesday itself, this HR manager told me we are coming to KL. We are going to KL on Saturday. So it's like, and guess what? The Saturday is 2 days before Raya Aidilfitri. Okay, so you can imagine my final preparation for Raya is basically my preparing for the interview. So I thought it's just a manager from Thailand will come over and have a chat and whatnot. So this was in back in this year, early this year, bulan 3 in Shangri-La. So they came over, and I thought it's just a manager from Thailand and some managers from China. But to my surprise, this lady in the middle is basically the HR vice president of Chang'an China itself. So it's like, okay, so it's like they are really serious in this. Yeah, they are really serious in this. So I did my best, but maybe part of the reason they did not offer me this job is basically they knew that I already got an offer letter from Mitsubishi Motors. Or just to be frank with you, my skill set is not there yet. I mean, it can be this or that, right? So inshallah there'll be other opportunities in the future. All we need to do is pray. So again, part of the preparation, this is actually my actual presentation material that I showed during my interview with Mitsubishi. Okay, so I use my engineering knowledge a bit, my MBA knowledge a bit, business admin on doing this market analysis and pastel analysis, you know. And this is the business canvas that everybody's using when you want to introduce a new project. And this is actually a conceptual framework that, because for me, I cannot just talk. I'm a person who's like to look into images and whatnot. So you really put your heart out before the interview. Jangan pergi interview dengan harapan saja, you know. It doesn't go that way. You really need to convince them you are the right person. Then the rest, again, I said, lays with Allah's takdir. Right? So this is actually my actual presentation with all these theories and long range product planning and product positioning. Because when I was in Proton, they did this, so it's like, oh, I have an idea on what to do this. Okay, where's the price should be and whatnot, SWOT. So of course, during the interview, we don't know anything about the. I mean, we know we try our best to know everything about the company, but of course, they have other plans, right? So the general manager who interviewed me and also the vice president said there are hits and misses. Ada yang ngam, ada yang tak ngam. Okay, so Alhamdulillah, I got this job in Mitsubishi Motors Malaysia. So back to you. As a new beginning, you're going to in a transition period. What mindset shifts? Career goals, define success in your career. You nak kerja satu company 5 tahun and then you move, or you kerja 1 tahun lompat, 1 tahun lompat, 1 tahun lompat.